What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today I have right here the M1 iPad Pro, and this is the 11-inch. And I want to talk about 3 reasons why you should pick one up in 2022. Now, just as a heads up, there are rumors saying that we're going to get a successor to the M1, possibly like an M2 iPad Pro 11-inch that's going to have the mini LED display. And I'm going to be talking about that as well. But that shouldn't be, those rumors, they're not confirmed. Those should not be a reason to pass on the M1 iPad Pro. So without further delay, let's dive right in. Okay, so number 1 is going to be performance, and listen to this. I mean, the iPad Pro is already so powerful with the A12X in the 2018 redesigned iPad Pros and the A12Z Bionic chip with the 2020. But when we got the M1 in the new iPad Pros in 2021, I mean, we were surprised. I was genuinely surprised, was not expecting it, but Apple threw it in there. They threw in their M1 processor found in their 2020 MacBook Air, their 2020 MacBook Pro, baseline 13-inch, as well as their iMac, and they threw it as well in the M1 iPad Pros, 11-inch and 12.9-inch. That's some crazy stuff. And it's still not yet optimized. There are a lot of apps out there that are just not yet optimized to use the full potential of M1 iPad Pro. So if you're out there and you have like a 2018 iPad Pro from 2018, with the A12X, or even the 2020, and you're asking, should I upgrade? No need to upgrade. But if you're out on the market looking to get a new iPad, you want the best performance. iPad Pro, it has the Pro name. You want the best performance, and you're going to be perfectly fine. This will last you for a super long time. Let me tell you, I have not yet upgraded my main computer, which is my 2017, I believe it's mid 2017 MacBook Pro with like an i5, Intel i5. Don't remember what generation. 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and it can't even, it can't even handle 1080p video on Final Cut Pro. It can't even handle just basic transitions and effects. But if I were to switch all of that to LumaFusion, which it would take a process to, I just wouldn't be, having those issues because it has the M1. It's just so powerful, and there are definitely benchmarks and everything like that. I'm just not gonna, talk about that. But with my use, like, there have been times where I kept many apps open in the background for weeks with the M1 iPad Pro, and I just come back to it later, and it's still working. It's still perfectly fine. It's there, all set and ready to go. But other than that, this will last you 5, 6. If you're looking for a laptop replacement, obviously it's not 100% going to replace your laptop. However, I mean, there are some things, like for me, I can't replace it because of Final Cut Pro. That's just like the only app that's keeping me from switching to an iPad Pro as like my main laptop kind of, power horse. But I have very close friends of mine who have switched 100% to the iPad Pro as their main laptop. This is what they carry around to get their schoolwork done, to get their, watch their YouTube videos and their Netflix, and to play games. Everything is on their M1 iPad Pro. And I would definitely recommend it for those types of people who are saying, hey, I just want something that's portable. I think iPadOS is going to get everything done. If I'm working just with like writing notes, this is going to be a huge savior. If you're going to be playing lots of like mobile games like Call of Duty Mobile on here, that's also going to be getting the job done. If you're looking to video edit through LumaFusion or through like Lightroom with photo editing, or if you want to do Adobe Photoshop, that's all going to be very useful on here, as well as Adobe or Procreate if you want to, create some wallpapers or really any other photos you want. This is all going to get the job done. I mean, I can dive in so much more, but from my use, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. Now, I've been mainly using this as my secondary display for Final Cut Pro, and it's just been great. It absolutely has been great. I think it's called CarPlay or something like that. Correct me in the comments below if I forgot the name of that, but I think it was called CarPlay. Anyway, it's just been great using this as my secondary display. Is the most optimal decision? No, but it works perfectly fine. It's been great. I've been writing my stories and articles here on Medium, connecting to my Keychron K2 wireless mechanical keyboard, and I'm getting some more keyboard cases coming in the future. So be sure to stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because more content on the M1 iPad Pro is coming. But performance-wise, you really can't go wrong. So that's, for me, that was one of the reasons why I picked up the M1 iPad Pro. Number 2 is actually going to be the price on the M1 iPad Pro 11-inch. Now, this retails for $799 for 128 gigs. And it goes up from there. And if you want to get the 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte, which is like $1,500, $1,600, those do come with a RAM upgrade from 8 to 16 gigs. So, I mean, 16 gigs in an iPad Pro with the M1 is just mind-boggling. Anyway, I have the 512 gigs, and I bought this for $1099 and 8 gigs of RAM. But the reason why I'm talking about price in 2022 is, remember how I said in the beginning of the video that we're hearing rumors of a successor to this with, a mini LED display coming to the M2 11-inch iPad Pro, coming to this direct successor, and that's probably going to bring the price up some more, and we'll be seeing decreases in prices. Did that make sense? Decreases in prices. We'll be seeing a decrease in the price of the 2021 M1 iPad Pro. So that's really why. I mean, there's no need to wait a couple months and then say, hey, I want the new M2 iPad Pro just because it has a mini LED display. This display is awesome. Granted, it's LCD, but it's been great when I'm editing my videos. Using it for CarPlay with my MacBook Pro. It's just been great. So do keep in mind when the new one does come out, according to rumors, like I said, we're still going according to that, you'll see price drops. And you'll see price drops once in a while on Amazon as well. And I'll be leaving links of the iPad Pro in the description down below, so be sure to check them out. But from Apple, you won't see too much of a price drop. You might see these go on their Apple Refurbished, in which I would also recommend Refurbished or Amazon Renewed, for example. I definitely would recommend those. I've used Amazon Renewed phones before. They've been awesome too. And they're just cheaper in price. They just feel brand new, and you're getting them for cheaper. So I would definitely say price is one of the reasons why. So just make sure that, stay on the lookout. Even if the new ones don't come out this year, if there is that chance that those rumors aren't true, we don't get a new iPad Pro this year, we'll still see discounts on this. And just be sure to, stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter. You might see I occasionally put up deals there. I'm like, hey, don't forget to check out this deal on Amazon. So be sure to follow me on Twitter. Links are in the description down below. But price is definitely a reason. We're going to see price drop, and we're going to see more discounts this year in 2022 with the M1 iPad Pro. All right, and last but not least is the third reason why is I personally, now this is a personal opinion of mine, and if you disagree, that is okay. I think that's what just makes us unique, because we all have our different opinions and thoughts. And you can agree or disagree, that's okay. And I'd like to hear your opinions and thoughts in the comments down below. But I think that the third reason why you should go ahead and buy this is because it's the best iPad, and just, put out iPad, just the best tablet out on the market right now. Yes, I mean, for me, I live in the US. So the only other tablet competitor that comes to my mind directly in the US that I see out on the market is Samsung with their Galaxy Tab S7, and the Tab S8 is also rumored to come out in the next month or two. But there isn't really any true competitor, especially with the type of performance, the type of sheer power you're getting with the iPad Pro, the M1 iPad Pro. You just can't, get this on any other tablet really. And just the experience, the fact that the Apple ecosystem, it just works seamlessly with all your other devices. App developers are heavily invested with, putting out great apps on the iPad with iPad OS 15. You might not get the same experience if you were to get like a Galaxy Tab S7, which I also do have. And I just don't get that same experience. It is a great tablet, don't get me wrong, but it just, the power and the multitasking, just everything about it, you just can't really get on any other tablet. That's just been my own experience. I just truly believe that this is the best tablet. Now, when we come to the best iPad on the market, it is the best iPad. It's the most powerful. I mean, if you want to put in like best iPad in terms of size, then we'll go with something like the iPhone or the iPad Mini 6, the redesigned iPad Mini 6. But if you want to, talk about the best iPad in performance, let's put it that way. This is the best iPad in performance and power. It's the M1 iPad Pro. And also, just as a little thing, this has nothing to do with this specific 11-inch, but best iPad, best largest iPad, 12.9 inch. But I think this is the perfect size for those who plan on using this from day and night as their main device, as their main laptop or their main, power consumption device to use, whether it's writing stories or writing scripts for their YouTube videos, or whether it's sending a bunch of emails, watching YouTube videos, whether it's for school and creating PowerPoints or just creating art and illustration or making videos. This is it. This is the best tablet you're going to be getting on the market. And that pretty much wraps up this video. I've really been enjoying my iPad Pro. I truly have. And I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot. And it does push out my content out to more people. We have been on a great run so far. 2021 has been absolutely great for the channel. And 2022 is just, getting started. We're going to have some great content coming very soon to the channel. Be sure to subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Anyway, everybody, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, because with the more interactions we get on this video, not only helps the video and the channel, but also pushes the video out to more viewers. And best of all, superman that subscribe button. Until next time, everybody, and until next video, this is MTG.